The 8th series of the Marvel Cinematic Universe has got its first episode. And as you have already understood from the title of the video, today in the video we will talk about She-Hulk. Of course, the entire fan community has been looking forward to the premiere of this show. Most likely, this interest arose because of the appearance of Charlie Cox as Daredevil in the trailer. But audiences didn't have high expectations. But anyway, the show is off to a great start. And so far, it shows pretty good promise as a long-running project on the streaming service Disney+. Hello, this is Non-Spoiler Channel, and today we will answer the question, is She-Hulk, Adonai at Law worth watching, and what was shown to us in the first episode? The first thing we want to point out in the Marvel Studios is now trying to experiment with genres and directions. You can only praise them for that. We have already seen a relatively dark, with a touch of horror, Moon Knight, and the second Doctor Strange. An exceptionally teenage project in the form of Ms. Marvel. And a few typical baddie movie representatives, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki and Hawkeye. With Project She-Hulk, the studios has apparently decided to go back to its roots, to what everyone loved the Marvel Cinematic Universe for. The Hulk Woman is a light entertainment series free of unnecessary deep meanings and subtext, flavored with unobtrusive situational humor. At least, that's the impression the first episode leaves behind. And there will be 9 episodes in all. As usual, Marvel has slightly rewritten the origins of the heroine, leaving the meaning but changing the events. In the comics, Jennifer Walters needed an emergency blood transfusion after a gunshot wound. The donor could only be her cousin, Bruce Banner, aka the Hulk. Thus, the radioactive blood was the cause of her mutation. In the series, however, we are shown an alternative version of these events. In fact, it was an accident that led to unforeseen circumstances. After Professor Hulk used the Infinity Stones to bring back all the missing people. But it didn't go unnoticed. In fact, he was left without an arm. To heal it, he creates a power inhibitor that allows him to remain in human form. This is what Bruce Banner tells his cousin during the car ride. His story is interrupted by a Sakaar ship that appears out of nowhere. Cousins crashes and some of the gamma-irradiated blood gets on Jennifer, after which she changes. Here is the Sanctuary begins, in our humble opinion, the best part of the first series, the young Hulk's cause. The chemistry between Mark Ruffalo and Tatiana Maslany makes this episode looks very chevy and dynamic. Childishness and sibling rivalry is a bottomless pit for jokes and pranks. This is what the creators of the show took advantage of, and because of this, the moment turned into a driving and easy to watch. Sadly though, we've already seen the best of it. Marvel wouldn't be Marvel if they didn't show the whole first episode in short segments in teasers, trailers, and TV spots. But in the next episodes, we'll be treated to appearances by Emily Blonsky, one and of course Daredevil, so we'll watch the series to the end. We've already been shown a few reactions to this kind of thing in other people in the movie The Incredible Hulk. Stan Lee, in his traditional cameo, drank an energy drink with a drop of Banner's blood and got an unprecedented burst of energy. Dr. Samuel Steens, who transformed into a supervillain leader. He was probably planned as the next opponent with the Hulk in his new solo movie. Unless, of course, the movie failed at the box office. But anything is possible that we'll see him again. Since in the series we will see Abomination, who became this way after getting a cocktail of Spam Soldier serum and Banner's blood. But on the show, Professor Hulk said that his blood contains a lethal dose of gamma radiation. And Jennifer only survived because she, like Bruce, has a rare combination of genetic factors. So it's not clear how the Hulk blood affects people in the end, whether it pumps them up or kills them. Anyway, further on we find ourselves in Bruce Banner's secret laboratory where he has been trying to find a balance with his alter ego for years and eventually became Professor Hulk. Tony Stark helped him in this. The big guy talks about it himself, and you can spot the Iron Man helmet in the asylum. As they say, you need more references to the god of references. Here is the Sanctuary begins, in our humble opinion, the best part of the first series, the Young Hulk's cause. The chemistry between Mark Ruffalo and Tatiana Maslany makes this episode looks very chevy and dynamic. Childishness and sibling rivalry is a bottomless pit for jokes and pranks. This is what the creators of the show took advantage of, and because of this, the moment turned into a driving and easy to watch. Sadly though, we've already seen the best of it. Marvel wouldn't be Marvel if they didn't show the whole first episode in short segments in teasers, trailers, and TV spots. The next episodes will be treated to appearances by Emily Blonsky. One and of course Daredevil, so we'll watch the series to the end. The She-Hulk's training episode, though it could be called the best part of the series, still critics found a lot to complain about. Their main complaint is the ease with which she gets it all. Yeah, that's what a lot of the humor in the series is tied to, but the writers justify it only because she's a woman, and it seems a little sexist. What do you think? Feel free to write in the comments. At the end of a series, we will introduce to the main rival of the She-Hulk, girl with superpowers under the alias Tatiana. The role of the villain was played by actress Jameela Jamil. She described her character as a very annoying villain, adding that she almost doesn't need to use her powers, she'll just piss you off to death. Jamil also added that the character is all narcissism and selfishness, thinking she is the strongest woman in the world until she was publicly humiliated by the Hulk woman, which makes Tatiana hold a grudge against the She-Hulk. And it's most likely the moment when their conflict is born that will shown at the end of the series. So what did become clear about the series after the first episode? It's a light entertainment project. And if the subsequent series will also be watched in the same breath, it is definitely worth the attention. The main driving force behind the series will be a conflict of interest heroine. On the one hand, the normal life of a person, Jennifer Walters, who has devoted herself to love, and the life of the superheroine woman Hulk, to which came a lot of power and therefore a lot of responsibility. And despite the main character's spot in the first series that she is a complete control of herself in the Hulk state, some sort of disagreement between her alter egos is likely to occur. At least that what happened in the comics, Jennifer Walters and Hulk Woman often had different opinions on the same issues and made diametrically opposed decisions. Such on-screen conflict would be interesting to watch. In the meantime, we wait for next week and the release of the new series. And of course, the appearance of Daredevil in the movie universe. Do you think his appearance means we might see a new team of Defenders on TV in the future? Or might we see Heroes for Hire? After all, She-Hulk and Daredevil has been sporadically glowing in these superhero rallies. Feel free to write your thoughts in comments below this video. And that's it for today. Oh yes, we almost forgot to tell you, already in the first episode, Marvel have set their scene after the credits, in which the mystery of the entire cinematic universe is finally revealed. Very important question about Captain America, so be sure to watch to the end. This was our breakdown of the first episode of She-Hulk Attorney at Law. Stay tuned to our non-spoiler channel and don't forget to like this video. Bye bye everyone!